I've got new hiking boots, and because I'm incredibly happy with them, I want to share the details with you in this video. It's a bit of a struggle finding vegan hiking boots still. Even though it's relatively easy to find a boot without any leather in it, some companies are still unable to confirm whether or not their boot contains either dyes or glue that have come from an animal source. And that is where these little beauties come in. I got these boots from Will's Vegan Store, and they are a vegan and sustainable brand that produce clothes, footwear, as well as groceries. Animal activist Will Green founded the London-based company here in the UK in 2012. And not only are they vegan, they're also certified carbon neutral and are delivered in only paper and cardboard packaging. Made in the Dolomite Hills in Italy, even 70% of the power used to produce these are from solar. Another reason why I chose Will's Vegan Store to get my hiking boots from is because of their outstanding customer service, and I do not just mean any bog standard customer service. They have been fantastic with any previous orders I've had, and these were delivered on time. Actually, they were delivered early, and their service is fantastic. If you are not happy with these boots, it's not just a 30-day returns period. It's not if something goes wrong. If you're not happy, within 365 days, you've still got a window to return them. And they are very obliging. I've had a look at a lot of people's reviews and comments, even on their website, and you'll find that they contact them very quickly if there's any problems whatsoever, which I think is great for a company to offer such great returns policy. Now let's get on to the boots themselves. These are the Will's Vegan Sports Sequoia Edition waterproof hiking boots, and they are a ladies' design. I wanted to get these boots particularly because I am a big fan of trail runners. However, out hiking in the boggy Peak District in winter, my feet needed something a bit warmer and something more waterproof. And the reason why I went with Will's is because I already own a pair of their boots and I've been so happy with them. They're not a hiking boot, they are more of a casual boot. But Derek also has a pair of the waterproof hiking boots and he has been extremely happy with them. And I have been a little bit envious going out on these hikes when he's got lovely warm dry feet at the end of it and I haven't, so I wanted to give these a go. I am normally a huge fan of trail runners when hiking, but in winter and in cold weather and on certain terrains, sometimes trail runners just don't cut it, which is why I wanted to try these. So of course, I have been putting them to the test over the last couple of months to see how they hold up. The description claims they're designed for traction, stability, comfort and durability in the most demanding terrains. There is more of a traditional high-rise boot available in both the men's and the women's, but the reason why I went for the Sequoia is because I much prefer the low cut of these. I don't like the restrictions of those types of boots that go really high around your ankles, and I find these much more lightweight. They've got good padded ankle support around the collar as well as the tongue, and they fit nice and close. They've got an insole that's flexible and removable, and the uppers have been created with advanced synthetic fabrics which stand up really well against scuffing. They include the Vibram rubber injection outsoles and they provide excellent tread and traction. I feel very stable in these, especially when hiking across slippy rocks. It flexes really well with my feet because they're not too rigid and of course they're waterproof. At the back, they have got the finger loops for being able to take them on and off very easily. They have extremely good quality laces, which don't slip, and they're not too long and they're not too short. And they've also got one of the hooks on either side of the boot to be able to tie it around your ankle. Now, Will's Vegan Store do recommend ordering your usual size, so don't be tempted to order a size higher than what you normally are. I'm just slightly under a UK 3 and I ordered a 3 and they fit absolutely wonderfully. But if you are a half size normally, then order half a size up. As soon as I put them on, they felt wonderful, an absolute perfect fit for me. I was so surprised how light they are as well. They come in, these ones, I actually weighed them myself because they didn't have that information on the website. So these were 775 grams and that's for the pair. So they were surprisingly light considering how robust they feel. They were quite rigid for me on the sole initially, but that is my problem, not the shoes. And that is because I'm only used to hiking really in trail runners. But they felt fantastic walking over very uneven terrain. My feet really did thank me for it later in the day. These are waterproof, and they also have waterproof seams, a sealed tongue, and also include a waterproof membrane within the material so no water can penetrate into the boot. As to how waterproof they are, I can 100% confirm my feet stayed lovely and dry on each time I've worn these. And I have probably been out in these now, I would say at least 30 to 35 hikes. And that is why I'm doing this video now and not straight out the box, because I always like to try something first. I have been jumping in puddles, I have been walking through streams, and these have not given me any problems with regards to waterproofness. And in case you were wondering, I have not treated them at all before I've gone out in them. I have had a question regarding these boots about, do I treat things before I go out? These do not need treating. They have already come in the material that is waterproof. They don't need it. It's not animal skin, it's not leather, it hasn't got to have any special treatment on it. They do recommend when you've finished hiking to clean them, which is what I always do at the end of a hike. I always make sure to come back and wipe down my boots. But again, you don't need any special equipment to do this. All you need to do is wipe them down with a damp cloth and then just buff them dry. And I always make sure to get out any stones or mud out the insoles so they're nice and ready to go for when I go out again. Now, they do say over the long term you can treat them if you so wish, and there are a couple of products that they can recommend on their website for you if you want to. But so far I haven't needed to do anything with them whatsoever, and have got no intentions of doing anything with them until I feel like I really need it. But I will keep you posted if that changes. Now, a few people have said that you do not need to break these boots in, and a few people have said that you do. So my personal experience with these is the fact that you do need to break them in a little bit. Well, I did. I found them extremely comfortable, and because of so many people saying you didn't need to break them in, I decided to literally go out on a 12-mile hike with them the first day I got them to see how they fared up. And if I'm being completely honest, they were perfect that first day. I didn't get any hot spots, any blisters, no sore points. They felt wonderful. 2 days later, I went out on another hike for about 15 miles, and about halfway through, I developed a little bit of a hot spot on my heel. But again, I was wearing an old pair of socks. I am not used to wearing blocky hiking boots that really restrict my feet like this. And my old hiking boots were well over 13 years old. So as you can imagine, I'm not used to that around my ankles, which I think it was more of a me problem rather than the boot problem. And funnily enough, the other boot didn't give me any problems whatsoever. So I figured that one out. So I would definitely say break them, go with the intention of breaking them in like you would with a normal boot. And if you don't need to, then it's a nice surprise. The only negative that I could find so far with these hiking boots is that the inner sole is just a little bit too thin for my liking. Now that could be a me thing again, because I'm so used to the cushioning of a trail runner. But when you're carrying a heavy backpack and doing over 15-20 miles, I really did feel it on the underside of my feet. But I did fix this. All I did was got a new cushioned inner sole, which gave it that extra bit of cushioning, and I've not had any problems since. So it is a slight thing if you do find that they're a little bit tough underfoot if you're used to trail runners specifically. But yeah, it's an easy fix, like I say. But I am so happy with these hiking boots. So much so, I have even got my eye on a pair of their running trainers, which is the WVSport Oaks Cross running trainer. Now I have got my eye on them. I haven't even worn out my old running trainers yet, but they look ideal for trail running, which is what I've got into quite a lot recently. I did a lot of running, but now I'm heading more to the trails rather than the distance. And yeah, I definitely want to try those out, most definitely. So if anyone has got a pair of those and want to let me know how they've got on with them, please do let me know. But otherwise, yes, it just proves how happy I am with not only the boots as well as the company. So if you are looking for a good quality vegan hiking boot, or any hiking boot that is waterproof, lightweight and comfortable with good traction and stability, I would highly recommend these WVSport Sequoia Edition waterproof hiking boots. They are a fantastic company and a fantastic boot, and I will definitely be wearing these a lot out on my hikes in future. If you have any questions whatsoever that I've not answered today, feel free to put them in the comment section below. I will answer them as best as I can and as quickly as I can. And I will leave the details below also for the hiking boots as well as the company if you want to check them out for yourself. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next one. Goodbye.